Hello everyone, welcome to the Achievers Spotlight. As you know, the Achievers Spotlight puts the spotlight on entrepreneurs who are on their way up, blazing a trail, and inspiring other individuals to start their own ventures. In this episode, we have with us Himanshu, who's got a very innovative venture. It's about saving the environment. It's about saving the money in your pocket, and it's about helping the country as a whole to take the lead in reducing the carbon footprint. So, Himanshu, over to you. If you could give a little introduction about your background and then what is your venture all about?
Thank you, Paramjeet. First of all, hello everyone. Thanks for joining us today. So I'll start with my introduction. So I'm a mechanical engineer by education. Completed my mechanical engineering in 2010, and then gone to join National Power Training Institute. I've scored. I was in top 200 of the countries. So I have got selected for National Power Training Institute, and I completed my 1 year power engineering diploma course from National Power Training Institute, Neyveli. From there, I have joined a power plant in Tamil Nadu itself. I have stayed there for 5 years, worked in and out of power plant, stepped up from operation engineer to a senior engineer. Then came a break, and I have joined my managerial journey. So I started that with the MDI Gurgaon. I have completed my MBA, executive MBA from MDI Gurgaon, and by all means, uh, I was little okay in studies. So I have scored the ITC gold medal over there.
Wow.
And after that, I have joined a service industry company called SIS Prosecure. So that was the time since when just after in fact during my MBA days, when we were observing this industry where we are going to enter. So I've worked for some time to stabilize myself, and then I have decided to leave away my job and start my journey. So it's almost I remember I left my job in last year around January.
Mhm.
So since that was the day one when I've decided that now it's the time to move to our own. Uh, we were much inspired with the concept of making India great again. So that's how this all thing started. We have done a lot of research on the industry, and later on found out that this industry needs some innovators. So
Yes.
what happens that normally what happens in home consumer product, every one of us are using it at our homes, but if you just give it a thought, how many innovators you have seen in this industry who are Indians?
True.
Basically, whenever we need any innovation, we look at either Korean companies or some Japanese company or even some Chinese company. But how many Indian players actually have brought in the innovation or brought in something new in this industry to start with?
So
And that's
Himanshu, what is your venture all about?
exactly. So I'm coming to that now. So we are coming up in a home consumer product section. So home consumer product includes your uh, equipments like ceiling fans, like purifiers, like you say geyser or that kind of stuff. So that comes under the purview of home consumer products. Obviously, there are other products also. So traditionally, this industry, the home consumer product industry, is a commoditized industry. Some of its products are commoditized. Some of its products are uh, premium category products, which are not owned by public and masses, but yeah, they are having a good penetration. So these are the products which we are using in day to day life. So basically, we are coming up with home consumer products with a series of products at a over a span of next 4 to 5 years. So we have planned around 6 products, which we will start with one product at a time and will move ahead step by step. So now what is the difference? How are we changing it from the existing products? That is the question which I get from most of the people.
Yes.
So till now we are using the induction motors in our home consumer products. In most of the home consumer products which are motor based, we are using induction motors. In last 4 to 5 years, there is a new technology which has started seeping in into the Indian market, that is called BLDC motors. That is brushless DC direct current motors. So now what is the benefit of DC motor over induction motor? That is the first question. So let me give you an example of let's say my first product, which will be a ceiling fan. So normally ceiling fan is something which we are using in our household on a daily basis. Throughout the India, if we'll see if we'll segregate the India into two parts, let's say northern India and the other parts of India. So northern India is having a too much variation of weather. So we are using ceiling fans, let's say from the month of January or mid-January till the month of September, October.
Yes.
But in the other parts of India, we are using ceiling fans throughout the year, 12 months a year, 365 days. So that is a equipment which we don't even think about before using it. It's just like a light. We don't even think about using ceiling fans. So the ceiling fans normally which we are using in our home, that consumes approximately 70 to 75 watts of energy.
Mhm.
Okay. The now if we are changing it with the BLDC motor, which we are bringing in, the power consumption will reduce to 28 watts.
Wow, one third.
It's approximately 65% of the power consumption reduction. So if you'll see, so everyone of us wants to know what is the monetary value of it.
Yes.
So yeah, so annually if we'll see, so let's say assuming that the electricity rate on an average is 5.5 rupees across India. Somewhere it is 4, somewhere it is 7. So we'll take 5.5 as an average. So approximately on one ceiling fan annually we can save approximately 1800 rupees on your electricity bill. And we don't have only one ceiling fans in our homes.
So
So
that
replace your phone.
means so that means in a year the fan becomes free.
Kind of. I'll come to the economy of it. I'll come to the economy of
Sure.
it. So how come no one has thought about it that an induction motor and a BLDC motor? So there must be, if there are so many pros, there must be some cons as well.
Yeah.
So to be very frank, I'll go with the cons as well. So BLDC motor and its controller is costlier than the existing ceiling fans, existing induction motor ceiling fans, and the price uh, difference is somewhere around 70%. So if your ceiling fan is normal ceiling fan is 100 rupees, so the BLDC ceiling fan will cost you 170 rupees.
Okay.
Now I'll come to your point where you were saying that within a year the fan will be free. So within a year you will reduce the difference in your electricity bill. And within 1.5 year, let me rephrase it, within 1.5 year, the fan will be free for you. So
Beautiful.
1 year will be your entirely saving of the difference of the cost and another 6 months to get it for free. So that's how the economy of it works. So if you'll see on a longer term, if you want to see on a shorter term, might be it you might have to burn more money to purchase it. But over a period, if you'll see, so in 1.5 year, the fan is going to get free, and after that, it is going to give you the savings. So because I am from power background, power engineering background, energy background, so there is a quote which we used to hear a lot and which I loved very much, that every unit of energy you save is equal to every unit of energy you produce. So even if you are saving a 1 unit of energy at your home, you are basically generating 1 unit of energy. So just think in the larger terms that how that much saving will be helpful for the others. So if you'll notice that government is always trying to propagate this idea to save energy, save energy, save energy. But Paramjit, you also know that is a behavioral change which takes a
Yes.
lot of time to seep in.
Yes.
So why not to make, till then, why not to make our products better?
That's an excellent thought. So, say on an average, a ceiling fan lasts for about 3, 4, 5 years. So that means it's a very, very wise decision and a no-brainer to pick up your ceiling fan, because over a period of the life of a ceiling fan, you're going to save a lot of money, and not just save a lot of money, you will also benefit the country as a whole by saving the electricity which can be utilized and diverted to other parts of the country.
Exactly, exactly. And apart from that, there is. Let me give a little bit more credit to our Indian consumers. See, traditionally, if you would see, you when was the last time you have changed your ceiling fan?
I don't
You
even
don't even
remember.
remember.
It's so long
Exactly.
ago.
So it's more like that. You keep it for, you are saying it 5 years, which is very conservative. So it goes from 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, even 10 years.
Wow.
So that's how, that is the amount we are talking about over the next
Beautiful.
10 years. But our Indian consumer, I would like to give this credit to our Indian consumer. They are now rapidly accepting the new ideas, rapidly accepting the new concepts. And if you'll see your purchase behavior over a period of, let's say, 4 to 5 or 6 or 7 years, the Indian consumer has become smart.
Hmm.
They are looking for the new technology, they are looking for the new design, they are looking for what is new is coming into the market.
Yes.
And if you'll see, over a period of last 4 to 5 years, people have started purchasing more and more of the things. So even the ceiling fans, which was supposed to last for 10 years, people are now changing as per their houses in every 4 to 5 to 6 years. And
Himanshu,
that where the challenge.
this is so exciting. I can't almost contain myself. What are the other products that you are getting besides ceiling fans?
So that is the first product. Okay, so next year we will come up with the air purifiers.
Okay.
So again, air purifier is a quite nascent market in India, but it is having a lot of sales in, mostly in the metro cities, which is going to the tier 2 cities now. But what is the difference between our product and their product, apart from the power consumption? So it's all about design.
Okay.
So if you see, so I'll combine both ceiling fan and air purifier. I'll combine both because both of our products are done with the R&D and all those things. So if you'll see, I don't, you go, everyone who will watch this, I'll request you to go and check out what are the air purifiers available in market, or what type of ceiling fans are available in the market.
Right.
In ceiling fans, over the period of time, I'm not talking about from last 2 3 years, but over a period of the time, you see the design of ceiling fan has not never been changed.
Yes.
I'm I can vouch for it. You go, you check your ceiling fan, you go to your friend's house, you check his ceiling fan, you go to your grandparents' house and you check their ceiling fans. Almost all the fans will be of same design. Only
True.
difference would be someone added something to make it more beautiful. Someone would have uh, added some sticker to make it more beautiful.
Right.
Or even the air purifier we are using in Indian market, they are also having the same kind of idea, except a couple of companies. So I would not shy away from naming them. So Dyson is something which is working a lot on the product designs.
Okay.
We are very much inspired by them. They are making a beautiful product. So that's how we have worked on a design a lot. So we took, for the ceiling fan, let me give you the perspective. A ceiling fan design which is available, which anyone can make in 2 months or 2.5 months. We took almost 7.5 to 8 months to finalize the design of air purifier and ceiling fans. That is the detail we have worked on. That's the time we have spent on. We have built everything from the scratch. So that is the time we have spent on. So after the air purifier, so you are talking about my product line. So after the air purifier, we'll come up with the water purifier, alkaline based water purifier. Then we'll come up with the electric geyser. So I'll give you a perspective of geyser. It will be helpful for you to understand how what we are thinking. So let's say you are getting up in the morning, you'll have to go to your office. If you're not an entrepreneur, you'll have to go to your office at particular time. Let's say by 9 o'clock you'll have to reach, and you get up by 7 o'clock. In the winter season, you go get up, started doing your daily course, and you forgot to switch on your geyser. So then before taking bath, you'll have to switch on your geyser and you'll have to wait for 15 minutes. And believe me, those 15 minutes are very crucial, especially when we are talking about the morning time.
Yeah, and
So
in
what
winters, and at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's chilly.
exactly? So what I'm talking about, that let's say I'm starting your geyser, I'm connecting your geyser with your mobile phone. So the moment your alarm goes on, your geyser gets started. So by the time
Beautiful.
you are entering into your bathroom, your water is warm enough to keep you warm.
Fantastic.
So this is a kind of, I told you, na, we are talking about innovation. It's not that these kind of things are not available or no one has thought about it, but no one has thought to implement it in day-to-day life,
Hmm.
right? So basically, see, my company Austin, OSTN. So it is again, many people have asked what is OSTN, how this name has come up. I'll come to that journey as well. So Austin has believed in an idea that human has created the technology for ease of use, but not to be the slave of it.
True.
We don't believe in the slavery of technology. So we are taking one product at a time, normal useful product at a time, okay, and we will make it more non-intrusive and more interactive with you.
So
Okay,
when are you planning to launch these products in the market, Himanshu? And I would really like to be one of the first ones to pick up the products.
so our first product, which is a ceiling fan, that will come this year. So we are working on it. There are some issues which we are resolving. So we are almost at a final stage. Maybe in next 3 to 4 months we'll be into the market. So we are taking one product at a time. So air purifier and water purifier are planned for next year, approximately by uh, let's say September, October, and then we'll come up with a geyser and some security systems as well. So this is how we are planning to engage. So 1 year, one product we are targeting, because see, we are a startup. We cannot take all the products at a time, and our focus will be lost. So though the
And,
ideas are very interesting,
and from where can our viewers buy these products? Will they be available in electrical shops, or where can they buy them? Or
okay,
online,
no,
or where?
initially it will not be available on the shops. So initially you'll have to go through online channels to buy it. So we are going to put our products on Amazon, Flipkart, and Pepperfry, and the people can go through our website and they can click buy now option from there. That will also be enabled. So this is the initially they can buy the product from there. So once we will come up with the 2 or 3, let's say, product lines, then we will go to the large retail chains. So maybe that is a talk about future, but stores like Reliance Digital or Chroma or Sargam Electronics, let's say, so these kind of large retail chains, those products will be available. So this is how we are planning to move step by step.
Excellent. So in this journey that you've been undertaking for the past about year and a half now,
Yes, almost.
what have been the biggest challenges that you've had to face?
So to be very honest, you have worked with a lot of entrepreneurs, and you know that the entrepreneur uh, journey is having challenges at every stage.
Right.
Okay, so we have started our product. We have faced a lot of challenges in the technology itself, so we have fine tuned it. So in the technology development was first challenge. Okay, not that the products are not available. We were having the option to take the product directly from China and to sell it here, but we want to develop everything inside India.
Very good.
Even a pin of it will be produced in India only. So that was the first challenge, to set up the entire supply line. Then the second challenge was to understand the consumer psyche. So, but we have got a very good response from consumer. The third thing was which is the challenge for almost every businessman in India, that is money. So we are working on that as well. We have put our funds. We have lost an investor as well.
Okay.
So that's why we were facing a lot of challenges in that part. Apart from that, yeah, the pressure, the emotional pressure, the social pressure. So
Hmm.
you can see I'm almost jobless from 1.5 years in the eyes of people.
Yes.
Not for me, not for my family, but in the eyes of people. From last 1.5 year, I'm jobless. So that emotional pressure, that societal pressure is too much, though I don't care about it much. But that's how, see, according to me, that is the phase everyone face when they start their journey,
Yes.
and that's what I am also facing. So these are few challenges which I'll not say are not solvable, but yeah, it will take time.
And what would you advise to our viewers out there who want to start their own venture, who want to become entrepreneurs? Maybe what are the top three advices that you would like to give them?
So I can tell them n number of points, but one thing which I want to tell them: just go and start.
Very nice. Take action.
Get up, go and start. That was that was the problem I've also faced. I was also too much. See, I'm a workaholic by nature, and I've been praised by all my companies. I've worked hard, and I was always thinking whether I should stop working and start it or not. And one fine day I took the decision, I left it, and believe me, I'm so relieved from that day. So that is the first thing: go ahead and start. No one else is going to do it for you.
True.
The second thing is, wherever you want to enter, you study about it very well. You talk to the people, you read about it. Basically, go and go into the dirt and find it out yourself. Get your hands dirty, get your shirt dirty. Just by sitting in a comfortable office, in a comfortable AC office, you cannot learn anything. You'll have to go there and you'll have to get yourself dirty. And the third thing is the conviction. Believe me, when I've started this journey, I've been tried to be bogged down by so many people. They were the industry experts, they were the professors, they were the friends, they were the foes, they were, so everyone will try to bog you down. But keep your conviction. If you know that your product will work well, if you are having belief in your product, you will succeed. Rest assured about it. Let no one decide it for you. And the last thing, which is the added one, keep your family with you.
Very nice. Very
They
nice.
are going to be your most, what should I say, strongest support system in your life. Keep your family with you.
Excellent. So Take action, get your hands dirty, stay committed, believe in yourself, and take your family with you. Excellent. Very
Exactly.
nice. So now, Himanshu, one interesting question as we come to a close of our interaction today.
Sure.
There are many people who want to do something but really don't have any idea what they should be doing. So, is there any way in which your concept can engage these individuals for mutual benefit? So, for example, uh, would you like to have individual franchisees out there who would like to sell your money saving and energy saving products for a commission or any other
We
model?
are fine. We are fine with that. We are fine with that. Only thing is that right now we are not at that scale. Okay. So
Yes, but you
obviously,
you
if
you would be
if
there in the next 3 to 4 months.
exactly. So once we will come up with this, obviously we will want to be sold everywhere.
Yes.
Okay. The penetration of internet is too high, but if you'll see in the tier 2 tier 3 city, even let's not talk about tier 2 cities, but let's say about tier 3 cities or tier 4 cities or the villages, people are very much aware about the online shopping, but how many of them are comfortable with it?
Yeah.
Not many.
Yeah.
Okay, so to have that kind of penetration into the market, obviously we will need people, we will need individuals, we will need organizations which will help us out. Okay, but that's why to start with, obviously we'll start with one line of thought, and we will expand it. We will add more individuals into it. We will bring in more people, more organization, more small player into it. But initially we are having one line of thought. We'll start with it and we'll see how the responses are coming, and accordingly we will diverse ourselves.
Sure. Thank you so much, Himanshu, for joining us today. It was lovely to know about your products, and I'm sure the people out there are going to be very, very excited and want to pick up your products like hotcakes off the shelves once you put them in the market. Thank you so
I
much,
I
Himanshu.
I believe so, and thanks for talking to me, Paramjit. It was a very entertaining, not I'll not say entertaining. It was enlightening and entertaining session for me as well. When I get to know about the perspective from the people like you who are there in this startup field for so long, that's too much helpful for me to believe in myself also. That gives me a confidence that okay, people are there who will listen to you, who will think about you, who will think about your product, and who will go ahead with it. So thank you, Paramjit. Thank you for the interaction.
Sure, you're welcome.